Hello, and welcome to another episode of Scrap Rabbit Gaming. With me, Scrap Rabbit. It was a lot of exposition last time, so let me sort of parse it all down. Green Winters is the brother of Amsel, the Dragon Slayer, and the Firewing is out of the socks. The SOX, which is some region in Germany, and now we're involved, and the Firewing is probably coming after us. Fun times! Alright, let's talk to Paul. Paul! The room goes quiet as everyone struggles to process what you've just seen on the DVD. Finally, Dietrich breaks the silence. The dragon, son of a bitch. Green Winters sent us up against a dragon. The Firewing. Amsel's voice is thick with dread. She lives. I'm really starting to regret the fact that I didn't just stay at the hotel. Yeah, dude. Iger ignores him. Wait a second. We don't know for certain. Dietrich lays a hand on Iger's shoulder. The evidence seems pretty convincing to me, love. I'll even take it a step further. I think that secret facility that we stumbled into was her lair. The room falls silent. Iger and Gloria exchange glances. After a moment, Dietrich continues. Just think about it. The Decker that Winters got those coordinates from was posting about Feuchtwinger. Then she was killed by the same orcish bastard that attacked us after Monica died. That's a direct link between the dragon, the scarred orc, and the Harfield Manor. Yeah, that's true. And then Winters was killed by the same thing that killed Monica. Exactly. My gut tells me that the dragon is down there, Scrap Rabbit. Someplace far beneath the surface. I think that we knocked on the door to her lair without ever knowing it, and I think that, given what we've seen, the dragon will do whatever it takes to keep us quiet about it. Okay, going on the assumption that there is a dragon, and that she will come after us, what do you propose we do about it? We're gonna find Vauclair. Yes, Scrap Rabbit is right. Finding Dr. Vauclair should be our priority. If we're going up against a dragon, we need to find ourselves a dragon slayer. Winter spent 20 years searching for Vauclair, and got him nowhere. How do you propose that we find him? With the help of an information broker. We'll go talk to Altog then. For this, no. Well, Bruxy is quite capable. A task of this magnitude is beyond him. We need to make contact with the premier information broker in Berlin. We need to talk to Alice. Blitz scoffs at Amsel. Alice, best of luck, and I hope that you're rich. Amsel raises an eyebrow. For this, rich enough, even if only just. Who is this Alice? A most prominent figure in Berlin's shadow community. I'm not going to pronounce that. She provides information retrieval services for the F-State. Amsel turns to the computer console behind him. Apologies, reading a lot, yawning, sorry. And runs a finger over a virtual keyboard. The machine begins to hum. If Winters was right, if Vauclair is still alive, she can help us find him. The console spits out a stick of black plastic. Amsel plucks it from his computer and hands it to you. Here, your key to speak with Alice. Cred stick? Amsel nod. The encoded an encoded cred stick, yes. 10,000 yen. Alice will not show her face for less. This represents the last of my personal savings, Scrap Rabbit. Make this count. do I need to go? Take the U-Bahn to Elstadt Spandau. There you will find a connecting tube that locals refer to as the Rabbit Hole. Alice the Rabbit Hole. I love it. You will find a method of contacting Alice there. Don't call it that in front of her, though. Word on the street is she hates it. Please hurry. While you're out, I'll work on acquiring new contacts for the team. Alice is the best there is at what she does, and her services carry a price tag to match. I'm going to take a look at the computer real quick. Alright, I just read through some stuff that was not important, not interesting, and I believe I've already read through. So, welcome back. Yeah. Now, let's track us an Alice. See if she's finished with that drone yet. Okay, I don't think there's anything in town to do, so we're gonna head down to the U-Bahn. Okay. How much you want to bet we're going to get into a fight? Well, it pays to be thorough. The only active console in this derelict span of U-Bahn platform is an old arcade machine. The CRT monitor set into the machine's cabinet glows invitingly. Cheerful pixelated graphics swirl and dance on the screen. At the base of the controller panel, you find a cleverly hidden input port. The port is shrouded in black plastic and appears to be the approximate shape of a typical cred stick. Internal motors grip the cred stick and pull it into the machine. It disappears in the port and the screen goes black. Minutes later, a video image fills the screen. The picture is dark and grainy, a far cry from the bright, colorful sprites that previously inhabited the display. On the screen is a dimly lit office. The place looks like it was pulled straight from an old detective movie. From the Venetian blinds on the windows to the great swaths of shadow that paint the walls black. Center stage, sitting behind a large mahogany desk, is the silhouette of an impressive-looking woman in a charcoal gray suit. The tip of a cigarette glows cherry red in the shadows. She leans forward into the light, and you catch your first glimpse of Alice. I like your hair! Her face is all hard planes and sculpted angles, with high cheekbones and almond eyes. Her lips are painted a frigid blue, but the look in her eyes is even colder. A head of illustrious black hair is interspersed with flowing streams of cyan light. Alice exhales a plume of smoke, then tips her cigarette into a nearby ashtray. She fixes her eyes on you, and her lips curl into a humorless smile. We're on your dime, friend. Tell me what you're looking for. For Adrian Leclerc. Sure is an eyebrow. Dragon Slayer. Interesting. It's been missing a long time. She looks at you in the eye, and the smile disappears. Her voice is business. If he's out there somewhere, I'll find him. He could be living under the unassumed name in the California Free State, and I'd still track him down. And if he's not alive, I'll tell you where you can find his corpse. I don't have a high enough decking to spook her, so alright, I'm satisfied. Let's talk about the job. Al steeples her fingers. Alright, here's how this is going to work. When you give me the go-ahead, I'm going to start gathering information for you. Once I've finished, you're going to bring me a cred stick encoded with the unencryption key that I'll provide you. That cred stick will have 50,000 nuyen on it. That's a lot of money, but information isn't cheap. When I get my cred stick, you get your information. That's the deal. I would like to say that she's a price gouger, but... Okay, but remember, you say go, and I go. From that point on, you're on the hook to pay me my fee. No turning back, no refunds. Are we square on this? Yeah, we're square. The screen goes black. Moments later, the machine reboots. The colorful sprites you saw when you first approached the arcade cabinet return. There's nothing more to see here. Alice is gone. Okay, I didn't have to shoot a bitch. It's good. It's good. I expected I'd have to shoot a bitch, but I didn't. Let's talk to Blitz. Doing alright? Nothing new. So I'm going to assume nothing new from anyone. Dietrich's in a new spot. I like him. Scrap Rabbit, did you make contact with Alice? Yes, I did. She accepted your payment, and I ordered the search of information we need. Very good. I can't imagine this would be cheap. What was Alice's stated price? You're right on that count. 50,000. He shrugs. It's about what I had expected. Thankfully, we are prepared for this. I have established contact with a number of new clients. You can find information on the jobs logged onto your mission computer. One jobs file is already there. While you're working to earn Alice's fee, I will continue to dig for clues about Fushringa. If she is, in fact, roosting under the Harfield Manor, then there must be some evidence to support that fact. A dragon is a large thing to hide, after all. Be careful, Paul. I will never forget. Don't worry, Scrap Rabbit. I'm going to conduct my investigation the old-fashioned way, through contacts and deduction, and careful observation. I will not jack into the Matrix until this entire sorry episode is finished. That's probably wise. Speaking of doing things the old-fashioned way, MacLeod is working to recover information off those other DVDs. It's a painstaking process, and it will not be quick, but she is optimistic that she will be successful in time. Finally, I've been checking up on our friend, the orc with the skin grafts. I haven't heard anything back, but I'll keep you appraised as the situation develops. One last thing before you go, Scrap Rabbit. Samuel Brackbarrow wanted me to pass a message. Do you know him, the orc who runs the shelter across the way? Yeah, we've met. Yes, well, he has a job for you. He wouldn't discuss it with me, but he promised that it would prove worth your time. I'll keep it in mind. Let's go talk to Sam. gonna go talk to Sam. Sam! Hello again, mein Freuden. What can I do for you? I heard you wanted to talk about a job. Yes, I do. Thank you for coming so promptly. He takes a deep breath, slowly releases it, and looks you in the eye. Tell me, what do you know about the Humanist Pulley Club? They're monsters. A label that I would not apply to many people, but the leadership of Humanists are deserving of the title. They're racists. And they're bad. If he asks me to shoot them in the face, I am totes gonna do it. Just shoot them right in the face. Oh, I hope he asks me to shoot them in the face. I bought a new shotgun, too. So I got a shotgun I can shoot them in the face with. They corrupt young, angry humans into bile-spewing hate-mongers. Their bloody rhetoric helped to instigate the Night of Rage. Night of Rage? A worldwide race riot that took place in February of 2039. Thousands of innocent metahumans were attacked, beaten, and killed. Women and children were corralled into warehouses for protection, and then burned alive when the structures were put to the torch. This is what Humanist stands for. This is the agenda that their leaders strive to advance. They will not be satisfied until all metahumans everywhere are driven from the face of the earth. I just said they're terrible. Disgusting. This job of yours has something to do with Humanists? He nods. Yesterday I overheard one of my assistants talking in his comm. He was yelling, clearly agitated. I questioned him and he confided in me. He told me what he told me made my blood run cold. Let me guess where this is going. Humanist is planning something, an attack of some kind? He nods. Yes, I believe so. The Berlin chapter of Humanist has arranged to acquire a large shipment of extremely hazardous chemicals. Their leader, Volker Stahl, is a vicious ideologue, and it goes without saying that whatever he intends to do won't be good for us. I want you to infiltrate their smuggling operation that is delivering the shipment. Once you arrive at the Humanist compound, you will find out what they're planning to do with the chemicals and put a stop to it. What makes you think they'll talk to me? I'm no more human than you are. Many of the smugglers are metahumans. If you travel with them, Humanists will allow you into their compound. The rest will be up to you. As long as you can get me in the front door, I can take care of the rest. Nods. Yes. Good. From your reputation around the Cruise Bazaar, I know that you are the right woman for the job. Why allow it to get to Humanist compound at all? No, stopping the shipment would not stop Humanists. They would merely acquire another. For a pack of snarling racists, they are extremely well funded. Okay, what does this gig pay? I have contacted sister organizations across Berlin and taken out the collection. Between us, we have raised 20... Yes! Actually, I do it for half. I basically do it for peanuts for these guys. Any chance to kill racist douchebags. They're like right up there with slavers. Like, as you'll watch me play video games, I will jump at chances to just destroy people like this. Excellent. I am relieved. We will make the arrangements for your meeting with the smugglers. Their leader is an elf who calls himself Maxim. Take the U-Bahn to... I'm not going to pronounce that. And you will find him waiting there. Best of luck to you, Scrap Rabbit, and good hunting. Know that you are doing a great thing for metahumans of Berlin. Your efforts will not go unrecognized. I get to shoot racist douchebags! Yes, Dietrich? A lone figure stands in the UAG station. Dietrich. He raises his bottle as you approach, then tosses it away. Figure I'd run into here, boss. Wanted to be sure that I caught you before you headed off. Takes a deep breath and slowly releases it. Looks in the eye. Scrap Rabbit, we need to have a talk about this Humanist gig. Go ahead, I'm listening. Well, I've got a history with Humanus. I fought him back in 39 during the Night of Rage. Hell of a thing that was. I remember the terror, the senseless violence, the murdered children. I remember this little dwarf boy. They stuffed his body in the gutter, scrub rabbit. I can still see his face, all bruised and broken. To this day, it makes my blood boil. Anyway, long story short, we beat him. Berlin's punks and anarchists all came together, and we stomped the living truck out of those racist pigs. A lot of good people died that night, but we put some of the bad ones down too. Yes! Anarchists and punks doing good. I love it. Let me guess, you want to come along so you can finish up? That's part of it. That's not the whole story. I don't just want to come on this run, boss. I have to come. It's my nephew, Alexander. He sided on with Humanus, driven to it by his worthless sack of a dad, no doubt. I take it that his father, your brother, is a Humanus member too? Nah, that'd take a level of conviction, a quality that he thoroughly lacks. My best guess is that he's treating Humanus as a boarding school. They'd feed and house their recruits, and that's money that he'd rather spend on himself, so he'd dump his boy off on them. Never mind the fact that they're fascist swine. Dietrich looks you in the eye. I've got to get Alexander out of there, Scrap Rabbit, before it's too late. Those monsters are experts at warping young minds. It's how their disgusting ideology propagates. So I'm asking you, as a personal favor, let me come along on the run. I have to get into that compound, Scrap Rabbit. I have to find Alexander. I have to turn him around before those animals make him do something unforgivable. Yeah, do it! Of course, you're coming along. I was thinking of bringing you along anyway because I like you, but you're along, dude. Thanks, boss. Never doubted you'd bring me, of course. You're too good of a woman for that, but it's good to hear all the same. In addition to your team, your fixer has access to a small network of mercenaries in the Berlin area. These runners appear below the core team on the runner section of the screen. They can be hired on a mission basis. As you complete missions, both your team members and the available mercenaries will periodically gain access to equipment and abilities. Okay. So, Dietrich, Glory, and Blitz. Glory. Do you want Glory or Iger? Shotgun rifle. And a shotgun rifle. Nearly as good as her, but why is that? Never mind. Yeah, I want Glory. Okay. Alright, we're coming up along the half an hour recording time. So, I'm going to do a... actually this is loading quickly, so I don't have to cut the loading sequence. Okay, you stop loading just as I say this. And then you start up again. T-bone rolls to a halt at the edge of the cruise bar, only a few blocks away from Showstones. Decrees that Maxim and his smugglers call home. According to Samuel, they should be expecting you. Okay, so I'm not gonna have to cut that part. Wait. That's going in the stash. Yeah, that's fine. Game auto-saved. I have 1 karma. Look, boss, I just want to thank you for bringing me along on this one. It means a lot. Don't sweat it. Alexander, he's a good kid, you know. If I'd been there for him, if I hadn't run off to Berlin, left him with his worthless sack of a dad, he'd never have fallen with those humanist pigs in the first place. Especially when Dietrich's face softens, then he claps you on the shoulder. Let's go find my nephew. Let's crack all the humanist skulls we can along the way. The fuckers have it coming in more ways than I can count. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it here. We're gonna break into Humanus next time, so definitely some action. Probably more stealth than shooting, but never know. And yeah, I'm just jazzed to be shooting some racist douchebags in the face. Anyways, I hope you all enjoy, and have a wonderful evening.